Hey guys, what is up? It's Sonicgott playing some Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. This is an old favorite of mine that I really enjoyed. I played this for years. This came out back in 1994. But instead of just playing the game, we're actually going to do something really cool. We are going to use Game Genie codes! And what kind of codes are we going to use? Well, there's lots of different codes. The first one I'm going to add here is a code, basically CEMA B6JY. And this, basically, lots of things on the screen are invisible. And I'm going to show you that. And as you can see, this code is really strange. There is like nothing. But notice... Whoa! What the heck is going on? I don't see any rings, and objects on the screen are absolutely corrupted. And I don't even know where things are at. Whoa! That's not good. Ah! This is a really difficult code to use. This next code that we're going to use is called the Super Speed code, but it does some really weird stuff to the game. Z2GTCA5W. All characters have super speed, but what happens when you spin dash? Whoa. Holy crap, I'm fast. Woo! Alright, whoa. Whoa. You can actually see Sonic's got some really insane speed going on here. His rate of acceleration is really high. And it makes him almost impossible to control. And even going uphill is not a problem. But the moment you try to do something like spin dash, whoa! What the heck? Yeah, spin dashing clearly does not work. This code is not recommended, but if you just want to dick around, that's kind of fun. A lot of bad things happen with this code, so be very careful. Have you ever played this game and you were too lazy to go get the Chaos Emerald for yourself? And are you so completely lazy that you can't get 50 rings? Well, this one here will basically let you do that. This code is actually a 3-line code, and there's a specific one for Sonic and Knuckles. I don't think this works for Tails, but I'm too lazy to try it. To become Hypersonic with no emeralds, AANT, CAGY, and AAPA, CAB8, and add this code, become Super or Hypersonic with only one ring, AENT, CAHL. So, that allows us to double jump and achieve the Hyper form. Although it is recommended that you get a little bit more rings, though. No rings or emeralds. Now that's cheating. This code is really weird. This is what I call Noob Saibot Sonic. Now what do I mean by Noob Saibot? Well, you'll find out. See how he's all completely black? This code, CA7T AAE4. And it does something really weird when you happen to be in your super or hyper form. Does that remind you of something? Oh god, Sonic.exe! Whoa! This is a huge graphical problem. That's weird. This is just a color code, so nothing terribly special about it. That is one creepy looking Sonic. Oh god. I don't even know how I made this happen. This next code is really weird. This gives your screen a Berserk effect. It flickers and flicks and... yeah, it's hard to look at. Seizure warning beware. This code, AEEA-AXCW. Let's give it a shot. Whoa. Oh man. I don't feel so good. Whoa. I'm tripping balls, man. Whoa. There's also the very slight potential that this could crash your game, so be very careful with this code. It's insane. Whoa. Although it doesn't seem to affect anything underneath the water, which is weird. This next code is a modification of another code that I like to use. Basically, earn a shit ton of rings when hit. And what do I mean by shit ton? Well, let's find out what happens. The code AWXTCA4E gives you a massive amount of rings when hit. So let's go get hit by an enemy intentionally. Whoa, check out the ring counter. Because the game can't process any graphics above 999, it shows this little glitch sprite. So just how many rings is that? How do we figure this out? Well, we gotta play through until the end of the stage. Considering that my score is 1400 at the moment, we're gonna subtract that off the final total. What is up with the ring bonus? Be prepared for a long haul because there are a lot of rings. And when I mean a lot of rings, I mean you're going to be waiting here for several minutes. Yep, we're still waiting. We aren't even close to being done yet. Notice the last 2 digits in the ring bonus and the last 2 digits in the total. One is labeled with a 2, but the number isn't cycling. This is because the actual score, if it hits past 65,534, it cycles through the next rotation and displays an odd graphic, which just happens to be a 2. We're going to be waiting here for a long time. I think we're almost done. This is incredible. We just finished counting the score, giving me a total of 2,464,400 points and 52 lives. We can assume that we just had over 24,000 rings in our inventory. Holy smokes. This is a fun code. It's a jump code. AANADYA0. Whee! Yeah, he's not coming back. So guys, I hope you enjoyed those Game Genie codes. There are some other useful ones that you should try out. Sometimes you use a Game Genie just to play around, and then sometimes you just want to make the game easier because you've beaten it so many times. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll probably play some Sonic the Hedgehog in the future. But until then, never underestimate the power of a gamer. You all have a good night. Peace.